Let's look at when you need to combine like terms first before you can use the addition and multiplication properties. So if you have like terms on one side of the equal sign, you need to combine, you need to combine the like terms on the same side of the equal sign before you can use the addition and multiplication properties. Or you could use those properties first, but this would just make it much simpler. So if I look at example 1, negative 4x minus 6x equals negative 20. If I look on the left-hand side here, these are like terms. They both have an x, and I want to combine those first. So they're on the same side. I'm not moving anything over. I'm not switching signs. I'm just combining. What is negative 4 minus 6? So be careful with your signs, and you could double check on your calculator, but negative 4 minus 6 is negative 10. So this combines to be negative 10x equals negative 20. Now that I've combined like terms, I can see what property I need to use. And I don't have any term next to this variable term that needs to be moved over, so I can go right to the multiplication property. I want to get x by itself. This is multiplication. Opposite of multiplication is division. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 10. And that'll get x by itself. And when I do that division, I get x equals negative 20 divided by negative 10 is a positive 2. Okay, so let's try the same thing with example 2. Again, I have like terms on the left-hand side, and my like terms are this 8x and this negative 7x. They both have an x term, so I can go ahead and combine those. And they're on the same side, so don't change the signs. It's just saying what is 8 minus 7, and that is 1. So you don't need to write the 1 in front of the x. 1x is the same thing as x. And then I'll rewrite the rest of it. X minus 2 equals negative 9. Okay, now I want to get x by itself, so I look at the term next to it, which needs to be moved, so that's a minus 2. So I'm going to add 2 to both sides of the equal sign. And when I do that, I get, these cancel, x equals negative 9 plus 2 is a negative 7. Okay, so let's set up this word problem. It says 2 tanks must have a total capacity of 315 gallons. If one tank needs to be twice the size of the other, how many gallons should each tank hold? So this is going back to a translation. One tank is twice the size of the other. That means if the first tank, let's say, is X, the second one needs to be twice that. And remember, twice means multiply by 2, so it would be 2x. So I've kind of defined what my two variables are. They're x and 2x. And then it says that these two tanks have to hold a total capacity of 315 gallons. Total means, just like when we mentioned totaling your bills, you're adding together. So I'm adding the amount of the first tank plus the amount of the second tank, and that has to equal a total of 315 gallons. Remember, we'll leave the units off right now. Okay, now that we've set up the equation, go ahead and pause this and try and solve for x. Okay, so what you should have done first, you have like terms right here, x plus 2x. So let's go ahead and combine those, and we get 3x equals 315. Because remember, this is a 1 in front of this x. 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, I now want to get x by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by 3 to get x by itself. And you get x equals 105. Okay, so now I have to answer the question. It says, how many gallons should each tank hold? So the first one holds X gallons, so in our case that's 105. So it's 105 gallons for the first one. Make sure you include the units. Now the second tank holds double that, 2X. So I need to double 105 and you get 210 gallons. And remember, there's a way to check to make sure you did this correctly. These are supposed to add up to be 315, so just double check, and 105 and 210 does add up to be 315. So we have solved this.